The real stories of the women that were silenced. Trigger warning, if you are sensitive to blood, violence, please leave this video because it's going to be very descriptive and I want everyone to be comfortable on my channel. In a world where justice is promised, too many women are still left waiting. Today, we share the truth, true stories, real women, and the men who almost or fully got away with tormenting them. Case of James Argent. In May 2025, reality star James Argent violently pushed his girlfriend down the stairs in Spain. He was convicted, but only received a suspended sentence, a restraining order, and 10 weeks of rehab. Shortly after, he was back on stage like nothing ever happened.
Argent's violent beachfront attack on his model girlfriend can be revealed for the very first time today, and they include the horror list of injuries she suffered when he threw her down the steps outside their Spanish villa. Court documents obtained by The Sun reveal terrified Nicolene Artisan was left with several bruises to her neck, a bruise to her right forearm, several grazes to her right arm, and cuts to her right hand and right leg. Prosecutors were so appalled by her injuries, they wanted to charge Argent with wounding and were pushing the lesser offence of mistreatment. And by her injuries, they wanted to charge Argent with wounding and were pushing for a 9-month jail sentence. But as part of a plea deal, he agreed to admit the lesser offence of mistreatment and instead was handed a 6-month suspended sentence and a 2-year restraining order banning him from contacting Nicolene.
Damn shame, literally. Vincent Carlino, a cover-up, unveiled. In 2022, in Sydney, Vincent Carlino strangled his partner, Shereen Kumar, then reported her as missing. Police later found her body in bushland, and through digital evidence and jail calls, uncovered the truth. He got 21 years, but only after trying to erase her from the world and his story.
A Sydney man who killed his girlfriend and dumped her plastic-wrapped body in bushland has been jailed. Shereen Kumar met her boyfriend Vincent Carlino online, but just a year into the relationship, he strangled her to death. Today, he was sentenced to more than 2 decades behind bars.
Among family and her closest friends.
These are the best views anyway.
Now almost 3 years since she was murdered, her body wrapped in plastic bags and dumped in bushland, the man responsible for the horror crime was put away.
Cheryl Araujo. When victims are blamed. In 1983, Cheryl Araujo was in Massachusetts bar. The trial didn't just question the suspects, it tore into Cheryl. Her life, her clothes, her morals. Though her attackers were convicted, Cheryl's life was never the same. She died in a car crash at just 21 years old.
Were charged in the sexual assault of a woman at a New Bedford bar, Big Dan's. In 1984, they faced separate but simultaneous trials. The trial created some racial friction. The defendants were Portuguese immigrants, and there were protests.
Fight back! I can't take it!
And questions about the decision by some media outlets to identify the victim, WJAR did not.
Guilty.
Guilty of what?
Aggravated rape.
4 of the 6 men were convicted and served time.
The Rotek sisters. Trial by media. In India, 2014, 2 sisters fought off men they said harassed them on a bus. The video went viral. The men were arrested, then acquitted. But why? Because public opinion shifted and the system failed to prove guilt beyond doubt. Justice lost in the noise. Thank you guys for joining me. And let's pray that during this season there is justice found. For many of us that our voices have been silenced, like myself, of being a victim. And I hope that each one of us finally get the justice we truly deserve. Behind every headline is a woman who was silenced, a system that hesitated, and a man who often walked away. We will not be silenced. Not anymore. Take care now. And if you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and also ring the bell. And please comment if you yourself have been a victim. And let's raise our voices together. And if you know somebody that's a victim, I hope that you comfort them and you've been a good friend or family member, whatever it may be, to people that suffer every day. Now, stay golden, babies. Bye.